All right. Hey guys. Hello to all you Estes out there. I wanted to pop on today. I was hoping this was going to go live on my Facebook group, but as I'm 7 minutes late, I did have some technical issues, typical, right, for your first one. Well, anyway, so I've recorded this and I'm going to stream it live as you are going to stream it onto the Facebook group so you will be able to see it. And then this will be rewatchable because I'm going to put it into a guide. This actual segment is called What It Takes and the Mindset of an Entrepreneur. So who is this Zoom for? This Zoom is for new estheticians that are wanting to go out by themselves, that are a little bit hesitant. They want to do it. The seed is planted. And it's also for those people that have recently started their business and they're out there. They're new to the game, and this is going to be a great video for you as well. My name's Sophie Bell. I'm a spa owner. I've had a spa that I've been running for 7 years now. I want to share my experience. I want to share my mindset and what it took to be successful. I do class my spa as being successful. We've had some bumpy roads, and that's what's nice is I'm going to be able to share that mindset and what it takes to get through something like that. So this Zoom is for the people that I said, this is not for telling you what you need in regards to a list of what you need to start a business. This is not going to be a list of different places you can pull resources from. I'm going to do videos like that. I'm going to do trainings like that. Those conversations can go on within the group. I'll be posting information about everything that you need. This is just the beginning, and this is definitely super important, and that's the mindset. So starting a business is really, once the seed is planted, you're going to want to do it. And if you've already done it, this is where the interesting part starts. It's so important that you realize that anybody can start a business. Anybody. You don't have to be have a lot of money to start a business. You don't have to be the most organized persons to start a business. You don't have to have a ton of degrees and a college degree to start your own business. You can have all that too. Believe me, this can come as your third career. It can come, like I said, for absolutely anyone. So don't ever feel inadequate. Don't feel that you can't do this. This is for everybody. And this is why it's important. And I'm going to go through my 5 favorite things that it takes to own your own business. So I don't want to cover too much on that. Starting your own business, the vision is one thing. You may have a vision. You might see, oh, I want lemon and I want some gray and I'd have my sheets like this. Oh, and I do this and I do that. And that's brilliant. Hold on to that vision because that's what will get you there. It's the journey that you've got to be prepared for, the journey that is unpredictable. Life is going to throw you some curveballs. The world is going to throw you curveballs. We know that happens. Family crises are going to happen. You know, these are things on the journey towards your vision that you need to be prepared for. And surrounding yourself with the right company, surrounding yourself with the right people, and the right mindset, and knowing these things ahead are really going to help you when these things happen throughout your journey. You know, you may, if you've just, I am looking at my notes. I'm not, I'm allowed to do that, right? I just wrote some notes because I just didn't want to forget anything. So on your journey, you are going to experience some anxiety. You're going to experience some excitement, and excitement's great. Don't let that fog what's happening. The anxiety, take it as a good thing. Take the anxiety to drive you. And if you are surrounded by the right people and the right groups and the right, the right environment, you're going to get the right support. But it is going to be exciting. It's going to be challenging, but it's okay. It's challenging for everyone. You know, everybody has to start somewhere, and be prepared not to fail. And no, there's no such thing as failure. It's just learning. Be prepared for that. I don't want you to have that mindset of like, what if this happens and I don't do this? Or what if that happens and I don't do that? Turn that what if it doesn't happen to what if it does happen, right? There's just as much chance of it succeeding as it is not. So like, just look at the goodness and have that vision. I'm not a planner myself, so I would love to say to you, have a plan. And that's great if you've got a plan, fantastic. I'm just not a planner. That's not my forte. And just to let you know, without a college degree, without being a planner, and without any money, I managed to be successful in my business. So if you have that, if you have money and you are a planner and all that jazz, then that's great. But I want to let you know, if you don't have any of that, that's okay, because I didn't have any of that either, and I was successful. So I want to go through the 5 things that an entrepreneurial mindset needs before and when starting a business. So one thing that's important is your values. And any of these questions, somebody used to say to me, my mentor used to say to me, what are your values? I'm like, I don't know. What are my values? What are my values? What are my values? And, you know, don't spend too much time on it, but just trying to grasp what is important to you. Like when you go to a business or you go to get a service, like what's important to you? Like what bothers you that you have learned not that you don't want to do in your business? Like what are your values? For me, my example, my value, I'm a judgment-free zone. Like I am not the strongest person when it comes to not caring what people think. Like I know that we're not supposed to, and I'm teaching myself that. But my values, I'm a judgment-free zone. You come into my practice, whatever product you're using, I will not judge you. I'm going to help you get the most out of that product. And when you're done, if you need help, I'm going to help you. I'm not going to force product on you. I'm going to help you get the most out of the products you're already using. And listen, that approach for me works fantastic. It builds trust. And they are going to come to you because they do trust you, and they're going to want you to buy your products in the end. But I'm a judgment-free zone. Come to me as you are, and I'll help you make the most out of what you are using and what you're doing. So that's my value. I just know what it feels like when I go somewhere and I don't get that, and it pushes me away. So that's my value, and you may be different to that, and that's okay. So that's all about staying in your own lane. Don't compare yourself to the spa down the road. Don't compare yourself to the other spa that just got this beautiful building renovated, and they're opening a business and their rooms are amazing. Don't compare yourself to that person. Like I started super small. I was in a room that you had to go upstairs. It was all rickety. It smelled of mold. It was tiny. I didn't have a clientele. And I wanted to look at all these other spas that were opening that were just mega. And I was like, oh my goodness. And I was comparing myself. I ended up sustaining and being super successful, staying in my own lane. So make sure that you stay in your own lane. Own who you are, take your time, enjoy your journey, and don't compare to that other one down the road. Another one is that you need, which goes with what I'm saying, you need to, I thought I wasn't recording them, you need to have the abundant mindset. Have the abundant mindset. And what that means is want the best for people, not only for your clients, but for other small business owners, for other estheticians. Be helpful to them. Don't ever be catty to them. Help them with questions, help them with growth. And whatever you put out there in the universe is going to come back to you. It's going to shine. You're going to shine. People are going to see that in you. People are going to see that you're helpful. If you're going to be a successful esthetician, people need to trust you. They need to know that you care about people. They need to, they're trusting in you. They've got this hour a month, this time they know they can trust you, that they're going to be in good hands, and that you do genuinely care, because they will see this through your practice. They will see this on social media. They will see this in the text that you send and in the email. So it's really important to have that abundant mindset. It's not always easy. It takes practice. That jealousy that, oh God, I wish I had that, turn it into, oh my gosh, I'm so jealous. I really wish I had that. Instead of a nasty jealous, turn it into, oh my goodness, I wish I had that. I'm so happy for you. Oh my gosh, I only wish I could have that one day. Turn that jealousy into a nice jealousy. And that is possible. And it just takes practice. Surround yourself with the right people, the right groups, and you can work on that. Life is work. Mindset is work. And you're always learning. You will be to the day you die if you do it right. Be adaptable. So number 3, be adaptable. This vision that you have, and I talked about the journey, that vision you have and that journey can take you on a windy road. Like the things that you thought that you were into, like for me, I thought, oh, I want to do Ayurveda, I want to do holistic. You may want to do organic and You may take a complete divert. You might go and hire a massage therapist, and you might go and hire a nurse practitioner, or you may completely take a 180 and start doing things you never thought of and really enjoy it. And what you originally thought may not happen, but that's okay. It's been adaptable. It's been able to say, you don't want to go, oh my God, that's not what I want to do. I can't do that. You need to take a look. Oh, that wasn't what I had in mind, but let me take a look. I'm going to see, I'll find out a little bit more about it, because you don't know, that may have been put into your life for a reason. So always take a look if something's put your way, because you never know. Don't keep that one-track mind. That one-track mind will get you nowhere, because life doesn't work like that. You have to be adaptable as an entrepreneur. You have to be ready for some surprises. You have to be ready for change and be okay with that. And that might not be your might not be easy to you, but you can learn these things, by surrounding yourself with the right people. So values, be adaptable, expect change, have the abundant mindset, and stay in your own lane are the 5 things. All these things that I'm talking about today, if there's anything that you want to elaborate on, you just let me know. If you have watched this, the Zoom, pop your questions in the comments. I'll happily address that. I will, whatever, just feel free to DM me. And we have lots of people joining this group. We have some professionals, those that have already established with business, and I'm sure that because they're so successful in their business, they're happy to share their experiences as well. So please feel free to pop your questions in the comments. All right, so I did the 5 things of an entrepreneur mindset. I want to finish up. It's not going to be any too long, but I wanted to finish up with what you need to be aware of. So there's 4 things that you need to be aware of. Things to look at before you start, okay? Before you start your business, or even if you've just started your business and you haven't thought about this, one of the things that you need to think about is your expectations. If you set your expectations really high, and you may be somebody that sets their expectations high, and that's fine. You may work under pressure well like that. But if not, or no, and I actually know, with your expectations, you need to be realistic, okay? Depending on where you're coming from this. If you are going in big with the big loan and you're going to do this big renovation and this whole branding and stuff like that, your expectations of yourself are high. So you need to be prepared for things to not run as smooth. You're going to have to put a lot into the marketing and stuff like that. So make sure that your expectations are matching what you're putting into that business. If you're starting off smaller, like I did, my expectations at the beginning were super low. I got a room and I got my equipment, and now I got to get my clients. That was all I thought about. That's all I thought about. That was my goal. I was small. And then what I did with those first few clients that I got, I needed to woo those clients. I needed to make sure that those clients were so happy that they would refer. But that's how small I kept it. My expectations were low in the beginning. My expectations were realistic. So just be mindful about how you gauge your expectations in regards to who you are and where you are in your situation before you start. You need to be aware of the pressure. There is going to be pressure. You are going to put pressure on yourself. Like I said, if you go big, you're going to get pressure. If you start small, you're going to have pressure too. But turn that pressure into drive. Turn that pressure into the want and the willingness. Turn that pressure like you would turn fear, turn it into a good thing, something that we'll talk about that another day, but that's going to be behind that fear and behind that pressure is going to be some greatness. You just keep going. So expect a bit of pressure, but there comes in the expectation. Expect some pressure, and when the pressure comes, you're expecting it, so you're okay. Your principles. And what makes you different. So what are your principles? I talked to you earlier about mine, about the judgment-free zone. Make sure that you know what your principles are. you know, you do want to be open, you do want to be adaptable, you want to be able to do change. But what are your principles? You know, what are your principles? It's important that you think about those too, be aware of those, but be able to move a little bit outside them. What makes you different? This is a good one. What makes you different? With so many estheticians out there, so many spa owners out there, and they will just keep popping up. What makes you different? What makes people, what is it that's going to make people want to come to you? Like, be aware of that. Be aware of what makes you different. For me, I feel what makes me different is my judgment-free zone. My judgment-free zone makes me very open and approachable. And that's what makes me different. And I'm a very abundant person too. So that's for me. And I'm sure I could think of some other things, but you know, that's really important, is what makes you different. So the 4 things to be aware of before you start is your expectation, the pressure that you may feel, your principles, and what makes you different. So guys, I hope that helped. Please feel free to watch it again, pop any questions in the comments. And I'm going to be doing a training per week. I'm going to be addressing everything that everybody's talking about. I will be dropping information, lists, stuff that I'm gathering across the, you know, over time. Please feel free to participate. I would love that. We all need to help each other. And I hope that was helpful with the mindset of an entrepreneur. And I hope that I can add some more value going forward. All right, guys, you have a fabulous night. Take care. Bye.